Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans.
It's more like this. Don't always be a critic and be so negative. Let's be positive.
How happy are you with your performance tonight?
Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck. If you want to know what it feels like to get your ass kicked by a guy who weighs 40 pounds less than you, meet me in the octagon.
60-40, I kicked your ass.
60-40.
Why kick?
To fight, you gotta be prepared to lose your nuts.
What's good, man? Feel like it's been a while, but we're back with the latest edition of this motherfucking Two to the Body, man. It's your boy One Way Renzo, aka Lorenzo, if you want to call me by my government name. Always kicking it with Money Mark, man. What's good, man?
What's good? This is Money Mark. How you feeling today, man? You
Man,
all right?
I'm feeling all right, man. You know, we talked offline, had to get some things off my chest, but them some bitches is off now, man. It's time to start the show, bro.
Yeah, you seem very energetic. You seem like you're really revved and ready to go. You
And
revved
man,
and ready to go?
bro, so much has happened in the world, I feel like, in the last week or so before we actually sat down and done one of these that wow, I mean, I just feel like I have so much to say about anything, man. You give me a name, man, I might shit on that person.
So you have a need.
I got the
for
need,
speed.
man.
A need for speed. Face.
Bro, I'm over here
You got
acting
it.
like Carlton when he was taking speed in high school, bro.
Was it
Will,
speed? Was it
yeah,
speed? Is that what
it
he
was.
was on?
He was on speed, bro.
What kind
He
of
was
shit is that?
the first meth.
I don't understand why if anything, why would they pick? I mean, no offense to any of our white listeners, but why would they pick such a white drug for Carlton to be on, like speed? Like, who was
Because,
taking speed back then? First and
bro,
foremost,
the same people that are taking Adderall today. That's all they
yeah.
were trying to do was stay up and study, man.
But I mean, at least black people usually graduate like gradually. Like usually, it's like, all right, cool, we'll smoke our first blunt, and then maybe we might graduate to something else. But like, I just don't. I just find
First
it
drug I
very.
ever did was shoot up heroin.
Yeah, that
Oh,
just sounds like what?
ow,
Like, what are you
nigga,
doing?
what?
What are you doing? Like, where are your parents? Like,
Never
at that
even
point, I have
given
to ask
blood
you, like, where are
before.
your parents? Like, where are your parents at? Like, you just going so you just quickly just like, yeah, stick this
Got,
needle in here. Yeah,
got
just
a
gonna
lot of
stick this needle
questions,
right in
man.
here.
I got a homeboy that does meth, man, and I ain't gonna say his name, but people that listen to this podcast know who I'm talking about. To this day, I'm trying to figure out whose idea it was or how it was presented to him that he smoked that meth for the first time, because it wasn't slipped to him. So, like, what circle were you sitting in where they passed it to you and you were like, why not?
Oh, well, his ancestors won't let him back in Wakanda.
Hey,
Just to let you
bruh,
know,
bruh,
he will not be invited back in Wakanda.
Wakanda has been shut down. The the force field has been put up on Wakanda for this guy.
You know, the funny thing about it is, it's funny. Like, so I work a corporate job. I'm not gonna tell you what because it's none of y'all business. But I work a corporate job, and in working a corporate job, sometimes we get put in compromising situations. And I got a homeboy that I'm cool with, and I remember, we in the same training class, and of course we're both black. And he asked me like, so like on Fridays they have things like casual Fridays where it allows you, to, you can wear like your jeans or whatever the case may be if you want to wear your jeans or whatever, what have you. But it's a professional environment, so people feel like they should be professional and tuck their jeans into their basically tuck their shirts into their
I'm finna say
jeans.
tuck the jeans.
Yeah,
We finna get
yeah,
some rubber bands.
chill out, man. Chill out, my nigga. You know what I mean.
Jabot.
You know what I mean, my nigga. But anyways, they chucked their shirts into the jeans. And I remember him asking me, like, I asked him, I walked up to him and I asked him, like, so you finna tuck your shirt into your jeans? And he's like, well, I mean, why? He's like, he didn't even think about it. He was like, why? What do you mean? And I was like, well, are you going to tuck your shirt into your jeans? He's like, I don't know. I didn't think about it. I was like, all right, boss. If that's what you want to go ahead and do. And I don't know why I feel so strongly about it, but to me, it's just like, me personally, uh, me personally, I just could never do it. And I just think it's just one of those funny things where it's like, I mean, it's really small. It makes no sense to like harp over it so much. But to me personally, I don't think I could ever just tuck my button down shirts or like I can't tuck anything into my jeans. Like
Well,
seeing my jean pockets like uncovered and you can see my belt. That just to me sounds like a violation. I feel like that's flagrant. And I don't know why I went on this tangent, but it just reminds me of one of those things. Like I told him that day, it's like I'll never do that, and he's like, "Why?" And he just started chuckling because I said my ancestors won't let me back into Wakanda if I do that.
bruh, let me
He
start.
started
Let me
laughing.
start. Let me start by saying I would lie to you, but in this particular time, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
You've done it.
literally watching, yes, for purposes of embellishing stories and stuff like that. This right here is part of your story, so it makes sense that I mean, it's not. I don't even consider you going off on that a tangent. I was just listening to a video or watching a YouTube video this morning about business suits and things of that nature and what they mean and what they have been purported to mean. It doesn't make sense for you or I to tuck any shirt, no matter what kind of shirt it is, into our jeans because that just doesn't feel natural. I bet it doesn't feel natural to them, but they've told each other that it looks neato bedito.
Oh well, I don't know.
You
I
look
guess so.
handsome. You look handsome, Craig.
I don't know. I mean,
You look
listen,
look professional.
this is not that podcast where we just shit on white people,
I
but
mean, bruh, I said
but
Craig, man, and we're talking about corporate America. We're not talking about white people.
sometimes we have to make that distinction.
I
So
well, I just
just so
made that
you know,
distinction. I just made that distinction. This is two to the body. Everybody
um,
can get two to the body.
I guess
You know what
so.
I'm saying?
Well,
We're almost like the can men of podcasts.
you brought up the can man. Was that like a segue? Was that like your version of the segue?
Bro, I don't want to talk about Adrian Broner because you don't have the love for him that I do. I think that you're gonna judge him after this Pacquiao fight, and
No,
I don't want to put
no,
him
that's
through
who he
that.
is. That's who he is.
That's who he
That's
was
who that
supposed
guy.
to. And
That's who that guy is.
he's gonna get another big fight
Well,
because of
because no
who.
one else is selling fights. No
And
one's selling fights.
he
He's
is
selling fights.
fighting these people, and he
I
is
mean, he's
fighting these
sucking.
people.
He's sucking at it, but I mean,
But
he's
he's
fighting.
in there. He's in there.
No, no. Listen, I'm not arguing the fact that he's in there. He's fighting them. I'm just saying that he's not doing well. I mean, whatever. I
I
mean,
mean,
like I said,
Zab Judah didn't do
yeah.
well against top notch.
I mean,
I would just
maybe,
keep going. I was saying,
maybe.
look. I think we've, as a society, we've gotten to the point that I mean, right or wrong, we love these undefeated, unblemished records, and not saying you, in general, but there's been a time like Pacquiao has more losses than Adrian Broner. Of course, he got 70 fights, but yeah. But Joe Louis, Ali, man, all these guys have these multiple losses, and I do believe that even though Adrian Broner has these losses this quickly, I mean, these have been against top-notch opponents. People
Well,
still argue that one of the guys who beat him went on to beat Mayweather. For those who actually believe that, Maidana beat Mayweather in that first fight, um, he's always been just to me. You sent me a text message about Javante Davis the other day.
yeah.
To me, Javante Davis is Adrian Broner without the personality.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I
Sorry,
think he's
guys.
great.
That's my little dealy here.
It sounds relaxing as fuck, man.
Yeah,
Like I
man.
would love to receive a message and be like, "Damn, that's good news," and then open it and be like, "That is the opposite of what I thought."
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I haven't.
It's a great sound. Well, yeah, man. I believe that Javante Davis is Adrian Broner without the personality for real. I think they both have trouble making weight. Javante Davis, although I do believe he gonna beat the shit out of Vasily Lomachenko within the next year, so he'll start
But
taking losses as his body and his age forces him to move up in weight to more unnatural or natural weight, so to speak.
well, I hope not, because I like him. I like him actually.
Yeah.
I think he's a sleeper, and I don't think really people want to fight him. And I think people are actually
Oh, absolutely
waiting.
not.
I think people are actually waiting to um, for that to happen. I think people are counting on that because I mean he did. I think he missed weight the last two fights, right? Or
Yeah,
the one fight on. I know he missed weight the
Pedraza
Mayweather
fight.
McGregor fight
Yeah, that was. I think that's when he fought Pedraza, and that's when he got down beside the dude.
and
After he knocked him
beat
out. After he knocked him out.
he
Yeah,
beat the
that
brakes
dude.
off that boy. He beat the brakes.
Hey, just so you know, that dude. I mean, I hate the triangle theories in boxing, but that dude that he did like that, that dude went the distance with Vasily Lomachenko not too long ago.
Yeah, I remember. I saw it, but I mean, Vasily still beat that dude up though. Vasily beat that dude up.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, he tested him, but I mean, he'd still, Vasily
Yeah.
still beat that dude up.
So
I mean, I think Gervonta said he'd fight Pacquiao, which Pacquiao won't do because he's
nah.
not stupid.
Well,
He's not
well,
stupid.
it's not that Pacquiao's not stupid. I believe that Pacquiao could beat Gervonta Davis. I do believe that. I believe
Mm,
that Pacquiao would beat
there's no
Gervonta Davis.
there's no upside to a boss. There's no
That's
upside.
and
What's
that's
the
why
upside?
Pacquiao would not fight Gervonta Davis because there's absolutely no upside. There's like he can't make more money with Gervonta Davis than he made with Adrian Broner, so that's an unnecessary fight.
And to be honest with you, to be very honest with you, he still might get. I think he'd get hurt. I mean, he may not, but he might.
Talking about Gervonta,
Pacquiao.
you
To be
think
fair,
Gervonta Davis will hurt Pacquiao?
I
That's
think
dope.
so, bro.
That's dope.
I think
I ain't
so,
gonna tell
bro.
you,
I mean,
I ain't gonna tell
go ahead.
you wrong. I think that's dope.
I just feel that Pacquiao. See, I like Pacquiao, right? I was one of those. Well, I was one of those people that felt that Pacquiao might have would have been able to be Mayweather. I was one of those fools that bought that package. So in that, right?
Having said that,
Having said that, um, I just said that so people, the listeners, will know
where you come from?
how much I like Pacquiao at the time.
Yeah.
So now, just looking at Pacquiao and just looking at essentially what's like, I just don't. He's just not the same. Honestly, ever since he got knocked out, I don't think he can just take and put it in front of a young, hungry fighter. Even though, yeah, the guy doesn't make weight or whatever the case may be, he still hits hard as hell. Like I just watched him fight.
Man,
I forgot who did he fight when he won his first belt. I forgot.
Gervonta Davis.
When he won his first belt, when Gervonta Davis won his first belt.
It wasn't Pedraza. It was
It's
gosh,
it was a Puerto Rican cat. I forgot his name.
Linares.
I
Is it
think
Abner
so.
Linares?
I
Hold
think
on,
so.
let me go to box rec on him. Let me go to
Yeah,
box rec.
I think so. But I just remember watching that fight, and I'm like, no one wants to fight that, bro. Not saying that that's what he's guaranteed to receive, but no one wants to fight that. We were, and that's the unfortunate truth about boxing. Sometimes is that people sometimes just wait till niggas get old, and
You know, eh,
and, collect that check.
I feel you, bro. But I would have to say that I unequivocally disagree with you about about Javante Davis actually hurting Manny Pacquiao. Like Javante Davis is a really good fighter, but Javante Davis isn't stronger than than my man Adrian Broner. He's not a stronger puncher than Adrian Broner.
He's,
Um,
Now I haven't watched him. I haven't watched him enough to argue. I really only watched really two fights, and the two fights I was just watching how cleanly he was hitting these opponents, and how their faces were reacting to it. So I just assumed that shit look like it hurts. Oh, okay, that shit looks hard. But
yeah,
continue.
like he just man, he'll get murdered in there.
Really? All right. Oh, sure. All right. I just assumed that
I
your
wouldn't.
boy is
I wouldn't
over
necessarily
evil.
say he's light, but that's the thing, man. Like even